planned on going to the beach today. You hear the horn, so you grab the bag that you packed the night before with towels and snacks and drinks. Once you get to the beach, you realize that you or none of your friends had brought any sunscreen. You thought to yourself, well, I need a tan anyways, plus we're only going to be here for a few hours. So you get home, you notice that you're a little bit red, but you don't really mind because you know it'll turn to a tan. Well, a few weeks later, you start to notice that a freckle you had turned really dark. So you go to the doctor, and he takes a biopsy of it. A day later, he calls you back and tells you that you need to get an immediate surgery because the freckle has become precancerous. You end up getting an hour surgery. It left about 2-inch scar on your leg for the rest of your life. And now you can open your eyes. This is my story. Today in the United States, 1 in 5 people will be diagnosed with skin cancer within their lifetime. And according to skincancer.org, there are 3.5 million cases of skin cancer each year affecting 2 million people. Also, skin cancer is there's more cases each year than lung, breast, prostate, and colon cancer combined. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the myths and facts about skin cancer and sunscreen. Then I'm going to graphically show you that anyone with any skin type can get cancer. And lastly, the consequences of not wearing sunscreen. All these myths and facts can be found on skincancer.org. The first myth is that you can't get sun damage on a sunny or a cloudy day. That's actually false. About 80% of the sun's UV rays can penetrate through clouds and fog, which means that when you're outside on a cloudy day, you are still susceptible to sun damage. The second myth is that people believe that 80% of a person's life times sun exposure happens before the age of 18. So when you're older, it doesn't really matter. That's actually false. About only 23% of lifetime sun exposure occurs before the age of 18. So when you're older, you still can get skin cancer. And also when you're older, you're actually, when you get skin cancer or skin damage, it goes deeper, which causes more damage. The rays go deeper. And the last myth is that once you use SPF 50 one time, it does the trick and you don't have to use it again. That's actually false because SPF only protects against UVB rays, and there's 3 types of rays. There's UVA, UVB, and UVC. UVC stops at the ozone layer, but UVA and UVB go through the sun or through the layers and can cause damage to skin. And 35% SPF is the highest that will actually protect you, and the higher than 35, you don't have to wear it as frequently. So they recommend that to buy broad spectrum, which protects against UVA and UVB rays. Now I'm going to show you a graph. This is from the Center of Disease Control, and this graph is showing the numbers of skin cancer cases per year from 1999 to 2010. This is males and this is females. As you can see, white males are more prone to getting skin cancer, but it shows that any race, these are the different races, and this is the average of all races. So these are in the hundreds of thousands. So there's 500,000 of Hispanics getting skin cancer each year. And if you're seeing it, you can see that it's been going up over time. It's starting to decline, but it's also still very high. So now that you've seen this and know that anyone can get skin cancer, let's look at the consequences of not wearing sunscreen. This man had skin cancer behind his ear, and they had to take out the mark. But you notice that it's so deep because they have to dig in and get out the roots. They can't just scrape the surface of it. Also, the same with that woman. She had it on her nose, and they have to dig deep, or the roots will not come out, and then you can just keep getting it in the same spot. There's surgeries after to buff it out. But he just left it like that. But there was a transformation picture, and she had buffed it out, and it looked completely normal. But obviously, it's going to cost more money to fix. And this is actually a picture of my leg and what had happened to me. I had a freckle the size of a pen, and I turned into that about 5 or 6 stitches, and now I have that scar on my leg. And it's just because I didn't wear sunscreen. And this, you can push it one time, is a tool to use to see if maybe you might have skin cancer. So the A is for asymmetry, which means the mark doesn't match in any way, that it's not equal. B is for the border, which means that it's irregular, it's ragged, it's blurry. C is for discoloration, so if this one shows it's green, it can be very, very, very dark, it can be red. D is for diameter. 6 millimeters is about the size of an eraser, and it shouldn't be any larger than that. And then E is for evolving, which means over time you see that it's gotten bigger, gotten discolored, anything, very quickly. So now that you've seen all of this, I would just like to, by a show of hands, see how many of you will promise to wear sunscreen when you go out in the sun. Great. And to take this a step further, how many of you will encourage the people around you when they are exposed to the sun to use sunscreen? Thank you.